my name is Stephanie Bellefleur. I am a contemporary visual artist. I combine fine art with street art culture. My favorite color is yellow, which is this color here. So anything in the spectrum of yellow or gold. The first thing I think of in the morning when I wake up is I generally like to focus just on my breath. I think having a great sense of gratitude for the fact that we have the opportunity to wake up and live another day is just something that I really try to remind myself. I think one question that I would appreciate and just have great value for that people would ask is, what is your purpose and why are you meant to be here on this planet? I think oftentimes it's easy to just go to the simple question of how is the weather? How are you doing? I think when we start asking those more deeper, meaningful questions, it allows for introspection and the person to have to go within themselves and be more present in the moment. And what am I doing? Why am I here? And, you know, how can I contribute? If I were to meet the 15-year-old version of myself, I think the first word that would come out would definitely be really proud. As a young person, I had gone through a lot of changes and shifts and difficulty as a human being, and I think I really have just come to a place in myself where I think life can harden you, and I think when you have the capacity to really learn to love those parts of yourself that most of the world projects to us as being negative or just not so glamorous, I think I really would say that I'm just proud. Good job, Steph. If the world was ending in 5 years, what would I be doing? I think since I was a young child, having that great connection to humanity and wanting to hone in on how can I help other human beings who may not be in the same privilege or position that I have been in, how can I give back? And I think the biggest thing, having those moments of hunger or not being able to have access to water, I think going into more remote places, honoring Indigenous peoples with a lot of the resources that they're not able to have access to is really important. And I just really, again, honing in on how can I give back and be more resourceful and give myself to the rest of my, you know, to each other. Yeah. If there was one thing I could say to someone who has wronged me or hurt me in the past, I think at this point in my life it would be to say I forgive you, and having that open conversation of forgiveness, allowing that emotion between one another in order to really release and move forward. I think the most important quality in relationships, whether that's a business relationship or personal relationships, I think kindness is really key for me, being heart-centered. When I see someone who is definitely using their connection to their mind, but also combining that with their heart, they're making decisions that are not only governed for themselves, but it's for the totality of everyone. And I really appreciate that sense of self-awareness. I think no matter what stage you are in your life, I think it's always important to take time for your own growth and your own healing. We live in a world that is very me, I, just go all the time, and I think there's nothing wrong with really just going inside of yourself and saying, these are my dreams, these are my passions, and these are the goals and the steps I'm gonna take in order to manifest and have the universe being a co-creator of your life, essentially. I think we have one life, and we don't know how many other lives we have access to, so why not be present in this one and make it the best that we can? And yeah, just living through your heart and honoring your soul and being as present as you can.
There we go. There. Fantastic.